Welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. This is episode 850. And we're doing something a little different today. I don't usually do bills because it's not like I have that much money but if for whatever reason I just happen to get some cash in my hands, I usually check it, right? So I'm not gonna I won't do a video on $1,000 or you know what I mean? It has to be something a little bit more substantial. And I think today would count for it. So now I do not have the Rob Finds Treasures map. Um, so, if I miss something, oh, wow. I don't know what else to say besides that. Stuff happens, and of course, it's a possibility. Okay, with that said, all right, let's go through. Let's see, we got the hundreds here. We'll leave that for the end. But I hate finding hundreds. I should probably do hundreds first because I really cannot stand finding hundreds that are valuable because then you put them away and you can't spend them, right? So I found this. I found $100 bill that was like low cereal. Okay, it was worth like 200 bucks. I did a video on it. It was worth like 200 bucks or something, but I can't use it now. Now, if it was a $1 bill that's worth 20 bucks, that's great. That would be like finding $100 bill that's worth 2 grand, right? That's a big deal. But $100 bill that's worth 120. I mean, are you really gonna? You'll probably lose the 20 bucks of inflation if you don't spend it anyway. So those are the hundreds. What do we got here? Some singles, some 20s, some 50s. All right. So let me put the 20s with the 20s, and then we'll put the 50s here. All right. So what I'll do is if we get anything fancy, I'll pause the vid. I don't have it up on the screen yet. I'm assuming we're going to find something fancy out of all this cash. There's going to be something fancy, right? Obviously, we're looking for star notes. We're looking for birthdays. You see, 312. If that was two, forget about it. This is why I can't mess around with these bills, man. They try. I start getting nuts, man. They start driving me crazy, crazy. All right, see, 2023, right? But I don't know. I can't mess around. It has to be in the right direction, you know. Look at this: 7899396. 615155. Obviously, if we find something, I remember you. I'm gonna tell you a messed up story. So the place where I go, my local coin shop, they're kind of strange over there. All right, I mean, I do business with them a lot, and I mean, for me, it's a lot. For them, it's probably nothing. 644-16452, but they're busy, and I'm small potatoes, and that's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I'm grateful to them that they're there. If not, I'd have to deal with somebody else who might be worse. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let me leave it in here. I might put it back in. So I'm thankful for them, but you know, I went there and I was doing some business, and they went and yo, the dude actually looked through the bills, and he took out. There was a special bill in there. He took it out, and I was like, shh, in my grill face. You know what I mean? And whatever, man. I mean, 64767. You know, there's some people that would take some serious offense to that. You know what I mean? Like you just took first of all, like as soon as you pulled that cheese out for me, to me that's my cheese. I understand he didn't pass it over to me or anything like that yet, but I'm just saying, like for me, it's like I just look. It's like all right, I do business with you. I'm not gonna start no shit, you know. But somebody else, 13 1952 82. Anyway, so I guess that's that, you know. But they found the bill, and I saw it. It was a it looked like it was like a silver certificate or something like that. So, if you deal with this stuff long enough, you're gonna run into issues with people. And 1969, and I really hope I don't miss any what's that called, star notes, because I'm talking. And I'm looking at it through the camera. You know what? Let me take off my glasses. No, I have to keep the glasses on. I'm gonna look at it. Let me see. Maybe if I go closer. How about that? Just want to make sure you don't miss any. And some people will fast forward until they find something, and they don't find something. I don't know, man. What's the point of that? For me, right, when I'm doing it now, some people call this slow rolling. For me, it's like we're doing it together, right? Like to me, you get more immersed in the experience, right? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Go watch Raw Finds Treasure if you want to see someone pull out $50 million and go through it in 5 seconds. I don't know what to tell you. You know, People complain about Rob Finds Treasure. I like Rob Finds Treasures, but people come on my channel. They say, "Oh, I don't like Rob." Oh, 7-3. Oh man, we just said the two. I'm gonna put it to the side. All right, so I'm gonna put anything that's kind of special. Remember, I have to do 7575. Here goes another one. 075 07525. Come on, man. Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Get three. Look at this. 304 28304. What's wow? 822 88115. Okay, it's not, but still, it's like these numbers are kind of 698968. Anyway, so I never say nothing to the dude because, like I said, I've been going there for years, and that's it. I've been going there for years, so I just keep my mouth shut. you know. But like today when I went there, and I went there with X amount of items, right, to sell, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have cash," and I was like, "Okay, well, I'm not selling everything then." You know what I'm saying? Like I already know how to deal with him. So when I went to put it back in my pocket, he's like, "Oh wait, let me see what I could do." And I was like, I'm saying, like, and to me, that's a bunch of BS. What I'm saying? It's like they'll get away with whatever they can get away with. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. To me, that's not cool. But it is what it is, man. This is the world we live in. The strong eat the weak. And I don't know, man. I don't know. I understand the, I remember back in the day when I used to do some nefarious stuff, and I understand the attraction to, making an extra buck on somebody else's dime, and I understand all that, but it's right. Our Father who art in heaven, right? Lead us not into temptation, right? Deliver us from evil, right? You know, Help us to be a better person. Somebody left me this crazy message on one of my videos that I spoke about Jesus, and um, saying that, yeah, I'm a Christian, and I mean, you can see if you go to my Jesus video, you'll see it. This message this guy left, total total psycho. You know what I mean? And he really believes that. No, he doesn't really believe it. The devil has him believing that he's doing that, killing non-Christians is like the Lord's work. Only the devil. But if you believe in Christ, Christ said, love your neighbor and your enemy. Love your enemy. You love your enemies. That's it. You know. That's it. I mean, as horrible, as difficult as it sounds. 082 892 81. Nah. It's horrible. It's difficult. You know, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth and whatever, man. Either you believe in Christ or you believe in something else. That's it. That's the beauty of of uh of Christ. That's the beauty of Christ. Is his message is so simple and simplistic. There's no debating. He said, "Love your enemy. Love your enemy." Not try to be cool with your enemy so you don't have no pro. He didn't say that. He said, "Love your enemy, man." Okay, 1995. 3558. Nah, I'm not messing with that. He said, "Love your enemy, bro." And either you're gonna do what Christ says to do, or you're gonna do something else. That's it. It's black and white. There is no shades of gray in this, man. And oh yeah, this and that. You know, the country we're at war with, and yeah, kill them and all that. I'm like, hey, I said, yo, the Lord said take two roads. You know, and you've chosen your road. There's two roads. That's it. There's the road according to Christ, and there's everything else. Anything else that's not through Christ is everything else. So you're talking about a real narrow road and then everything else. And that's it. And you make that choice. Oh, look at this. That's not bad. Total is 16. 6 plus 2, 8 and 8. 8 and 8. Wow, that's a nice one. I don't know if it's worth anything, but it's a nice one. I'll look it up later. I'll do a separate video on just reading out this, going to the fancy build place and then showing what I find. So anyway, so I try to live that way, you know. I try, right? That's my goal, my ideal, what I work for, what I want out of life is to live as Christ would have me live. And that's it. And I know in my heart that if I do anything else, it's not what Christ wants me to do. That's it. It's plain and simple, you know. It's plain and simple. And so even when I deal with people, right, you know, business wise, you got 4 5s at the end. Business wise, you know, I try to be serious as I can so that way I get the outcome. I don't get screwed over, you know. I don't want to get screwed over. I don't want to get vicked, you know. I don't want to get murked. I don't want to get herbed, you know. 9292. If it was 9292 3939, I'm not messing with that. It was close, man, but no cigar. And no star. We haven't found any star. If there was a star note, I didn't even see it, and that's it. And it's gone. Most star notes are worthless anyway. Let's be honest. You know, they're just cool to have, especially if they're on $1 bills, because it doesn't cost you nothing. You know. So anyway, I try to live that way. That's all I can say. I know I don't try hard enough. I'm working on it. You know, like my diet. I'm working on it hard, man. And let me tell you, there's no small amount of suffering that goes with it, you know. 811-88-474. I guess. I'm gonna put some, remember I do 10 short videos, so I just want to make sure I have 10 on the side. Oh, look at is the 4 rate 113. If that 4, oh my goodness, 1131, it would have been 113. If the 4 was 1 over, it would have been 1134, 11. It would have been a radar. I think that's a radar. Oh man, great man, so closes. We got a bunch of so closes. A bunch of so closes. Well, we're almost done with the 20s. I should do 2 parts because we got a lot of hundreds. It's not that many. All right, I'm gonna go straight through. Whoever stays, stays. Whoever leaves, leaves. Well, we're at 15 minutes. I'm gonna stop here, and we'll pick up in part 2. And we found a bunch of stuff. What do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if any of them are worth anything. We'll have to check it out. But I have that, and here goes part 2. I don't know if this is going to be the same day or the next day. You know, I have to. My time is limited. Okay, so what I use for content has to become like an episode. So, and I know at 16 minutes, a lot of people checked out. My members. Shout out to all my members. My members get to watch the videos as I do them. So maybe for my members, I'll put both of these out the same day, and then but for my subscribers, it'll be 2 different days. So, all right. See you. God bless, and I'll see you in a minute.